Hey guys, this is WillScope82 and this is another video from Gran Turismo Sport, and it's from last week's weeklies on Tokyo Expressway Central Outer Loop, which is a horrible track. But look at the camo here, look at that. Oh, or car livery. Looks pretty stylish, or at least I went for the one that was most out there because I didn't have time to make my own. But this is a new way of doing this, because last week I did several individual videos of each races. This week I'm going to try to compile and do a recap of my best or more interesting weekly races. And here's the first one. Look at that. Already advancing. And some heavy fighting here. It never makes sense. And if you have noticed, I'm driving the Subaru WRX Group 4 model here. I must admit, I did drive a couple of other cars, but and look at the Hurricane here. It was basically heading my rear bumper. I did try some of the other Group 4 cars, but I just never felt at home before I got into this bad boy. But sadly though, I had said hi to one of the barricades, so I lost 3 freaking seconds, which meant I went from 4th into 7th. So the fight continues. And sadly, I lose a spot here to the Atenta, who makes a very clean overtake here. Which is always nice to see that it can actually be done without too much penalty. But look at that. What did you notice the ghosted car that I actually hit with my car? That happens more than you would think. You shouldn't be able to hit something that is ghosted. Don't know what Polyphony Digital are doing there, because it would be nice if they kind of fixed that. Let's get ready again here. We are at 4th place and get ready for some tag teaming dive bombers here. That's just nasty, and they're not even from the same countries. I don't know what the hell they're doing here. I was really trying to keep up with the Alfa Romeo, because I really wanted to get into that top 5 spot. But that little car is quite nimble and pretty damn fast. But when we get around the corner here, he had been a naughty boy, because he got ghosted, which means top 5. After that, nothing much interesting happened, so we kept our 5th place and advanced 3 spots. Let's move on to the next one. Still in the Subaru, now though in the first version of our Scorpion livery. It looks pretty sweet, but get ready for the first turn here, because that will be important in a second. Because, I notched that, but look at that. The game said, or thought, that I was blocking him on purpose, but I clearly wasn't. But I still got a 3 or 5 second penalty for that shit. Which meant, yeah, bye-bye my race. Ooh, but look at all that crazy driving again here. Now though, we had a really long fight on our hands, because we dropped so hard down to 11th. And this was a crazy part of the race, because there was so much happening, and I got one on my rear end as well. But I'm gonna try and fight it out, because 11th just isn't good enough, even on this track. Oh, another bit of side contact. But whoop, look at that. He spins, and the other one kind of hit the brakes, and I plow straight into him. But look at Chris. Oh, Christ Superstar. Look at what he's doing here. What is that? What are you doing, dude? And I actually tried to brake a bit to get him away, but I end up getting freaking punted by the other crazy dude that just plows into me. So no way of escaping that crazy contact. But we gained a position on it, but it was not on purpose at all. Look again here. They're just fighting, and I get a bit distracted, and again I get punted. They are basically like driving madmen here. But look, so many penalties, and I kind of managed to skip it out. Oh, and again, I might have given him a bit of a nudge, but he was turning straight into my side there. He was not aware that I was there. But here he goes again. AKA Mom. But at least we got it back into 8th. We are very close to the pack at this point. Well, another bit of side contact with the freaking barriers. But I still managed to get a good amount of speed out of that turn. So 7th now. Intriguing. What will happen now? Who will punt me next? Gladly though, there was no winner of the next punt because it didn't happen anymore in this race. Thank freaking God for that. But we managed to do some damage to ourselves because we got another penalty for hogging the wall, which was really bad. So we're back down into 8th, or should I say 9th, because Tio Bob, which is a horrible driver as it seems, really trying to make me to crash, but didn't happen, and I kept my 8th. Nothing much happened after this though, and I will have to say after a rather tragic race, I did get 2 positions later before the end of people having huge penalties. So I ended up in 6th place, which is the place I started on. So it wasn't a total tragedy positions-wise, but racing-wise, I lost faith in it. But let's go on to the next and last race. First off, as soon as the start went, the guy wasn't really at his wheel there, or controller, because he was gone. So we go straight up from 8th into 7th. And it's version 2.0 of the Scorpion WXR. Oh, and another position already. 6th place. And we haven't really done much for it other than actually just driving without getting penalties. This race, though, as you see behind me here, we do have another Dane, Gordini Max. We might end up in a bit of an infight, which is always nice if it's respectable, but you will be the judge of that. But he does seem to have more power, but he does try there to just give me a proper nudge to crash me, but didn't happen. And look at that, again, he just cuts me right off, and that was completely intentional. He did get a nice little penalty for that. Look at that, and we are at 6th place now. We're basically just following him at the moment, trying to get maximum use out of that slipstream. And I must say, it's still maybe not completely done, but I kind of like my livery. I just gotta figure out a way to do the decal where I can actually just write my real Scorpion, so I don't have to. There we go. Got his penalty and another penalty, which means we're in 4th. Not bad, not bad. But here comes the Spanish dive bomber. Look at that. Give him the spot, because I really would rather have my 5th place instead of maybe getting another penalty. I've had so many penalties this day where I recorded the replay that I just, in the end, I was like, no, not doing it, not doing it. Would rather just have a 5th place. But 3 people here, including the Spaniard, were having huge penalties, which means we're in 2nd. At this point I was so happy because I hadn't been in 2nd place at all in this race, or maybe for a couple of seconds in one of the earlier ones, but nothing major and not this close to the end. So I was really anxious to keep that position, because if you can't win, then second place is pretty okay, considering how I started out in this lousy track. But, see, finishing second, 6 spots advancement. That's pretty nice. But guys, tell me down in the comments if you prefer smaller, shorter videos of each race or one of these more compiled ones, because I don't mind doing both, but what do you prefer watching?